Duty Black Ops 4 brings multiplayer, Blackout, and zombies to fans in a big way. We have the largest zombies offering we've ever had on disc with 3 experiences. Blackout, a truly Black Ops take on Battle Royale, and multiplayer, which is here playable on PC on the show floor here at Dreamhack. Well, with Blackout, that is its own specific development challenge in terms of drawing upon that rich heritage that Black Ops has to offer. I mean, the first Black Ops game came out in 2010, so it's like we've got nearly a decade of heritage to trade on. But I mean, really, when you talk about multiplayer and what we've brought here to DreamHack, you are going to find a very grounded, very team tactical experience where features like non-regenerative health require you to think about how you engage a fight, what that means to you, what that means to how you're working with your teammates. Black Ops 4 is built in such a way that you can still jump in and be a Call of Duty badass on your own, but you're going to be able to do more as a team if you unlock that potential together. And in Black Ops 4, you do that with the specialists, and all that is here on the show floor today.
Black Ops, weapons free. Let's do it live.
I think in Black Ops 4 you'll see that there's been a shift away from sort of encouraging people to think about success and failure purely in terms of KD and really in terms of score. So thinking about what you can do to contribute to the team, what you can do to contribute to the win. And in Black Ops 4 you've got a game where in theory you don't have to fire a shot to ultimately potentially be one of the more valuable members of the team. And Jonathan, I know you've got a nice little anecdote about how all that comes together.
Yeah, so I mean, one of the great things about this game is that, well, first of all, I'm probably the worst player at Treyarch. Like, I am terrible when it comes to putting rounds at a moving target, and people rarely stand still for me. But as the specialist, I'm able to still contribute to my team and be very useful. So, for example, as recon, I can fire a sensor dart, which helps my team see incoming enemies at a control point. Or I could be a fire break and use a reactor core and be able to hold a spot, and all of that without necessarily talking and coordinating with my team. We just know this is where the enemies are going to come from, and be able to block certain paths, be able to put down suppressive fire, and be able to help my team and earn score without necessarily being able to be the one who's getting the highest KD.
Summit, jungle, and firing range.
Yes.
Yes.
Nailed it.
It's just remembered all of them. My work here is done.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot to
Decided.
unpack there with that
Yeah.
statement. I really fan feedback is it. I mean, over the years, fans have shown us how important those maps are to them, just by how they vote with their time, and they played the living hell out of those maps. So I thought it was a good time to bring them back and make them part of the equation.
Yeah.
So this really comes back to the idea that Blackout is an opportunity for us to bring sort of our Black Ops heritage into one play space. So it is completely plausible to think that there's a nuke town somewhere in that Blackout world. In fact, sort of metaphorically, Blackout is about 1,500 nuke towns put together. So, I mean, you'd think we could find space for at least one of them in there, right? But also you've got vehicles, land, sea, and air, and just the sheer size of the play space is giving the team the opportunity to think about things like ballistics, and how ballistics factors into that kind of play space. So there's a lot to think about, a lot to have fun with, and you can rest assured that we'll share more soon.
So yeah, well, what's exciting about this PC version is that we decided to have a dedicated team working on the PC version exclusively. So back at Beenox, working closely with Treyarch and Blizzard, this is what we're doing. That's our core focus, and it's really important to explain that this is not a port. It's a game tailor made for PC, along the ride with the console version. So what we do is we constantly interact with Treyarch to make sure that we come up with the best PC version possible. And to me, it's defined by the level of flexibility you put in it. So there's a lot of a lot of customization features that we need to create or offer to PC gamers, so that they can play the experience the way they want it. And so that means revising the UI flow, because there's a lot of things you can customize, whether on gameplay or graphical features. It means the ability to support multiple keyboard layouts, play with the mouse sensitivity, the field of view. It also it means the ability to support ultra wide screen monitors, because that's something we're starting to see now. First time I saw that, I was like, wow, I was just blown away. So having, supporting that with the menus as well. And of course, the ability to sort of like play with how you want to configure the controls for each of the specialists is also something that becomes and then it also means basically just testing it out so that it feels great for PC players out there. So, and last but not least is BattleNet, because the game gets released on BattleNet, and that's super exciting for us. It's a first. And working with Blizzard, because they have such great experience on PC development, we benefit from their expertise, and having this chance to release the game on such a well-curated platform is great. So we think that all in all, PC gamers will definitely like the experience we put together.
Heels coming.
Eat this.
What I can say about what it offers is that we benefit from all the social features from BattleNet. So that means that gamers, you can talk to your friends out there if they're playing on BattleNet, and that's what's great. So it's easy for us to communicate between games. It's also the ability to quickly find your friends on Facebook. This is the sort of thing. These are the sort of social features that I think are important for gamers who are playing on PC. So that's one thing that it brings. The other aspect that's really important is the access to a great compatibility lab from Blizzard, because of course what we want is we want the game to run great on multiple hardware, and working with Blizzard, that allows us to do that. And so I think that's one of the other great feature of working with Blizzard on BattleNet.
Just to add to that, I mean, the other things is like Blizzard, best in class security, best in class stability, and being able to talk with them and integrate their learnings into what we're doing as well. I mean, it's just been fantastic. Like, they understand PC games and what it needs. We're taking PC very seriously. We're bringing all of that feedback in.
Well, with the PC version, I mean, we need to support all kinds of hardware. But for those who have like the monster, the powerhouse, yes, supporting 4K, uncapped frame rate. So what you're looking at downstairs is about like it's running at an average of 200 frames per second. So yes, we need to be able to support HDR as well. So yeah, I think that in the end, both versions will look great. But for those who expect like high graphical fidelity on PC, they will definitely get what they want